Hey guys, Coach Jason, hope you're doing well and welcome back. So I'm going to continue going on my 5K training, my 5K workout series. The next milestone we're going to focus on is sub 16 minutes. So we'll go over the 5 workouts to help you achieve a sub 16 minute 5K. It's going to be the same workout that I've utilized for the sub 20, 19, 18, and 17, but you will see the progression in how much faster each of the reps get, so you can see what the difference is between how do I get from sub 18 to sub 17, sub 17 to sub 16, and so on. It'll give you insight on what you need to do. The next video will be sub 15, and then we'll go back up to sub 20, and we'll do 5 more workouts. So you'll have a total of 10 workouts that you could utilize from sub 20 all the way down to sub 15 for yourself, for your athletes, and so on. And hopefully you'll find them beneficial. I've used them on athletes over the last 2 decades as a coach with a lot of success. And I've used them at the high school, college, and post-collegiate level, so these aren't just made up out of fantasy land. Okay, I have utilized these workouts for a lot of people and help getting people, from 20-minute 5K down to 18, 17s down to 15s. I've gotten people under 14 minutes with some of these workouts as well. So these are good workouts. So I hope that you'll find them beneficial. And with that, by the way, if it's your first time to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you want good running content, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification next to it so you don't miss the new videos that are coming out. But you can take a look at the 150 plus I've already put out, fully detailed stuff, from 800 all the way up to the marathon. So you'll find a lot of good training content on this channel, and I'm going to continue putting out good content. I want this to be the best running channel out there for on YouTube for the masses. So, and I wanted to be as comprehensively detailed as possible. So take a look in the description always. I will have a sub 16 minute 5K training plan here as well, a fully detailed 12-week plan, so you can see how I lay out the training. And if I encourage you to watch the videos from beginning to end, because I explain everything, so you'll kind of understand the method to the madness and the science and the progression and all the details behind it. So what I'm going to do is I'll go over these 5 workouts just like I've done the other ones, and then I'll take you over to the whiteboard so you can see how it's all laid out. That way you have an understanding, and then you'll see what it looks like, and it'll make more sense to you. Okay, so with that, workout number 1, 3 to 4 times 1 mile. Okay, this is a staple workout for 5K. It's a longer rep, obviously, but there's a couple of ways you can do it. Okay, and before I give you the 2 ways that I like to use them, I'm going to give you the 10% rule, which you probably have heard of. But in terms of the reps themselves, if I would not start this workout until you're at 30 miles per week, and I would not go beyond 3 times a mile. 3 miles, 10% of the weekly volume, and then I would not go to 4 times a mile until you're at 40 miles per week. So it's got to be a gradual progression. Again, that 10% rule. Okay, and I wouldn't go beyond 4 times a mile if you're doing mile reps. It's really not. At some point, it can become counterproductive, and you don't need to do 6 of them at 60 miles a week and 7. It's going to be virtually impossible to do that anyway at 5K pace. If you can get to 4, times a mile at 5K pace, you're looking pretty good. You're in pretty good shape. So even 3, you're in pretty good shape, especially for the younger, less experienced athletes. Okay, so 2 ways of doing the workout. Number 1, and before I encourage this workout to be done, I encourage you to do this workout 3 times. Okay, let's say over a 15-week period, you just do it week 4, week 8, and week 12, just to kind of keep it for consistency purposes. The first way I like to do this workout is at goal pace, and in this particular situation, goal pace for sub 16 is 5:06 to 5:08 per mile. And so what you can do is you can do the first workout on week 4 with a 5-minute recovery, and then at week 8 you do it again with a 4-minute recovery, and then week 12 you do it with a 3-minute recovery. 3 minutes is kind of the sweet spot for mile repeats. If you can get under 3 minutes, that's really, really good. But 3 minutes is a good sweet spot for 5K pace running for mile reps. So, and what that is, you see the progression in descending recoveries, okay, while doing as much as you can at goal pace. But the other way I like to do the workout, and I like to give you 2 options because you might have athletes who respond better to this one, you might have athletes who respond better to the other one. It really depends on what your athletes need, and you as a coach would know much better than anybody else would. So the second way to do the workout would be a progression in the pace with the same recovery throughout the whole way. So let's stick to that sweet spot, 3 minutes recovery, okay? And let's say you're at 520 per mile right now, and the goal spot is 5:08. So workout 1 would be at about 5:20 per mile with a 3-minute recovery. And then week 4, the second time you do it, week 8, the second time you do it, you drop about 6 seconds, which is halfway between that 5:08, 5:14 per mile, 5:13, 5:14 per mile. Okay, and then the third time you do it, then you're looking to shoot for 5:06 to 5:08. So the progression goes in the time instead of the recovery on that one. The recovery stays the same. So, and the reason I do it that way is a progression pace, because you might have athletes that are progressing along the way a little bit more differently than others, and it's very important to train at the appropriate pace ranges for everybody based on their current fitness. Okay, that's the way you're going to get as many people to progress appropriately along the way and minimize the risk of people getting hurt, sick, or both. So just keep that in mind. That's why I like to do 2 options. So that's workout 1. Workout 2 is 6 to 8 times an 800 at 3K pace with a 2-minute recovery. Obviously, the 6 reps would be for the younger, less experienced reps. The 8 would be for the more distance-oriented or more experienced, older reps. And in this case, 3K pace, you're looking at 226 to 227 per rep, which is essentially about 15 seconds per mile faster than 5K pace. So again, 6 to 8 times a 800 with a 2-minute recovery at 226 to 227 per mile. So now you're doing stuff at 5K pace, you have stuff at 3K pace. Now we're going to go on the slower end, okay, for the workout number 3, which is a 20 to 25 minute or 4-mile consecutive tempo run. And in this case, it's anaerobic threshold. Anaerobic thresholds generally, or sub-T, is around 10K pace, okay, for 20 to 25 minutes, which is about 15 seconds per mile slower than 5K pace. So in this situation, you're looking at 518 to 520 per mile, right around there, and 518 to 522 per mile, or something like that. And if you can get to the point where you're doing 20 to 25 minutes consecutively, nothing beyond 25 minutes, then it becomes counterproductive for an anaerobic threshold. And if you could get up to that point where you're doing 20 to 25 minutes, or whatever, 4 miles or whatever, that's a good workout. And then you can take a short recovery, 5 minutes or so, and then do some speed component on the back end. Maybe 4 times a 200 uphill, or 6 times 100 uphill with a jog down recovery. Or on the alternate week, you could do those 200s, 100s on the flats. So you're giving yourself a speed development component after this. So, which serves a lot of benefits, and I mentioned it in other videos too. Not only for the speed development component, but to teach you how to accelerate when you're already tired. So, which simulates the end part of a race. So that's a good addition to this workout. And again, this differs from the aerobic threshold. Aerobic threshold is about 20 to 30 seconds slower than the anaerobic threshold, and it's longer. So that goes between 30 and 60 minutes per consecutively per that run. So, and again, you want to build gradually towards these. And take a look in the description. You'll have some workouts, some videos down there on how to kind of gradually increase or build those threshold runs to get to these sweet spots, and do it in a way where you're not compromising fitness or your health, and it remains a productive workout. So take a look at them. Watch them in their entirety, because I explain everything from beginning to end. Okay, so that's workout 3. Workout 4, and this is my coaching book I'm looking at, is a 10-kilometer Fartlek. Okay, mixed pace run, speed play in Swedish, an over rolling area, so that you're not having to rely on a track all the time. You can get out and go into a field or a cross-country course and just do timed efforts. Okay, this is after a warm-up in your drills and strides. You're going to time this 10K timed effort, 10K Fartlek, and then take a few minutes recovery, and then do your cool down. How I encourage folks to do it, and this is also a repeatable workout. The bursts are anywhere between 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes being on the slower end, around 10K pace, 30 seconds on the faster end, about mile pace. So in this case, the pace ranges will go from 520 to about 455 per mile. And again, you could do some 2-minute recoveries, 90 seconds, a minute, 30 seconds. It's completely up to you. But you take 1 minute active recoveries after each one. Okay, active recoveries, not just standing there. This is a continuous run. Okay, and what you can do next time to make it a little bit more challenging, or to give you an indication of your progress, is speed up the pace on the slow active recovery runs. Keep the same pace on your hard efforts, unless your fitness dictates you're ready to run them faster with a time trial or a race, then you adjust accordingly. But I would repeat the same workout, the same accelerations and everything, and just increase the pace of the recovery component, and see if that 10K component gets a little bit faster. That's a sign of progress. Okay, this is a really good workout too. It also again, you're learning about your own running rhythm and pace, and you're getting a feel for something different, throwing a different dynamic with the rolling terrain. So that's workout 4. And workout 5 is 3 times a broken mile. In this case, it's 600 and 1,000. Shorter first, longer second. The 600-meter efforts are at 3K pace. Okay, goal 3K pace, that's equivalent to 5K, which in this case is 150 to 151 per rep. Take a 2-minute active recovery. Then you go do the 1,000-meter reps at 5K pace, which is 310 to 311 per rep. Okay, then you take a 5-minute recovery after the 1,000. You go back and you repeat that for a second and a third set. So it's 600, rest 2 minutes, 1,000, rest 5 minutes, and repeat. Okay, until you're at 3 sets of it, which is 3 times a mile total. So those are the 5 workouts. And let me take you over to the whiteboard so you can see what it actually looks like written out. I've done that already as well. And I'll take you through it right now. Okay, so the workout 1, you have your 3 to 4 times a mile. Okay, the recovery is essentially rest 5 down to rest 3, or rest 3 depending on how you do it. 5:06 to 5:08 are the goal paces. 5K pace. Secondly, 6 to 8 by 800 with a 2-minute recovery. 226 to 227. Okay, that's just 3K pace. Workout 3. 20-minute consecutive tempo run. If you can get to 25, that's fantastic. Do it. It's got to be gradually though. At 5:18 to 5:20 per mile, take a 5-minute active recovery, and then you do some acceleration work on the back end at your discretion, what you feel is you need or your athletes need. Workout 4, your 10K rolling fartlek. 1 minute to 2-minute efforts, but you can go down to 30 seconds to 2 minutes as well. With a 1-minute easy recovery jog after each one. At 5:20 down to 4:56 or 4:55 per mile. And lastly, 3 sets of broken mile. 600s at 3K pace, rest 2 minutes. 1,000s at 5K pace, rest 5 minutes, repeat. The 600s are at 150 to 151. 1,000s are at 310 to 311. Those are the 5 workouts. There you go. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and be on the lookout for the next one. It's going to be 5 workouts to get you under 15 minutes for 5K. So be safe and look out for each other, and may 2021 be much better than 2020 for everybody. Talk to you next time.